Hello friends and welcome to 2025 Sky Garden week 3. Things are coming along quite nicely. Here's the chive plant. It's 5 years old now. It's still hanging in there through all this heat. Then our onions are starting to pop up, which is kind of nice. Then we have the bell peppers, which are getting some flowers on them. However, usually the first set of flowers don't really produce. They just drop off, which is why people say you should pick them off, but I'm not picking them off. I'm letting my things do their thing. So there's 1, 2, 3 bell peppers. Now here's my tomatoes. These first two are Sweet 100 cherry tomatoes, but it looks like I have a disease happening here, so I'm going to have to prune all these diseased leaves off. We are getting some flowers, which is nice. They're growing pretty tall now. So that's a cherry tomato. That's a cherry tomato. See the disease on the leaves there? So I'm gonna have to deal with that this week. Then this one here is a beefsteak tomato, which the first time I've grown one of these, they say they don't grow very well in a pot, but I do have some flowers on there, and we will see what happens. For some reason, this one doesn't seem to have the disease on it that the cherry tomatoes have. Then I have some Roma tomatoes over here. I grew those last year. They seem to be pretty good. We're getting a few flowers on there too. Then next we have, these are sugar snap peas. We're getting some flowers on there. They're doing pretty well, climbing up the cage. Then we actually have a little tiny pea starting to form down there, which is kind of cool. Then we have more Roma tomatoes over here with some flowers. Then we have jalapeno peppers, and if you look really close down here somewhere, I don't know where it is, we have, oh there it is, we have a little tiny jalapeno pepper starting. So that's kind of cool. Then we have some more jalapenos. I really like jalapenos. Looks like that flower is going to drop off soon, and there's a jalapeno growing behind it. So there we go. Then we have, these are Hungarian sweet peppers, which are doing okay. No fruit on them yet. And this is another Hungarian sweet pepper. Then we have yellow beans, which are really suffering from the heat. I hope the heat's going to be over soon. But we do have little teeny beans starting to grow in there. There's a little bean. There's a little bean up there. Again, this one's getting a little bit of disease, so I'm gonna have to trim that off. Also, I had a barbecue the other night, which is right here, and it kind of singed a couple of the leaves on the bean plant. Then we have our lettuce, leaf lettuce here, which is coming along. Hopefully we'll be able to have some of that soon. Now, remember last week when I mentioned the sage plant, which is down here, which was getting a little bit of powdery mildew on it. And as you can see, I sprayed it with a mixture of a mixture of apple cider vinegar and water. But as you can see, the little white spots there, it's coming back. So I'm gonna have to spray that again. I'm gonna have to spray that, and I'm gonna have to take the diseased leaves off of the tomatoes. Then I have, this is a chive plant that I've just started, and somehow lettuce leaves got mixed in with it. So there's little tiny lettuces in there. That's for a friend that I'm growing that. And then I have another one over here that I started. I managed to pick out all the lettuce out of it. So if anybody wants that plant, that's going to be ready very soon. So I'll be back in a minute with the indoor part of the garden. So don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share with your friends. Thanks for watching. Okay, here's the indoor part of the sky garden. As you can see, there it is out the window. Way out there, beautiful here in Bramalea. So here we got some curly parsley. We've got some peppermint. We've got some rosemary. Some basil. It's going like crazy. I gotta start eating more basil. And then we have oregano way in the back there. You can't even see it. And some thyme over here, which is doing pretty well. Oh, I can see a little disease on these plants too. To be honest, I'm not super happy with the plants that I got from Echo Nursery this year. I usually buy my plants from Canadian Tire, and I didn't have that much of a problem last year, at least not this early in the season. Anyway, so that's it. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share with your friends. I will see you next week.